right call, Allah Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakak Kodash, double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone of rule well. I am not a member, however, I've entered into their labors. Peace and mercy to the brothers and sisters doing this wherever you are, whatever your lot may be. Back at you with a walk and talk, so if I'm out of breath, bear with me, it's because I'm walking. And I want to get this lesson done early because I got an eventful day. So far be it from me if I don't introduce a chip video, got to, or MOTV video. So I'm gonna let this play, key in on certain things that he says. We'll get a couple scriptures. I will actually pull scriptures up. I had some pre-listed, so that way that we won't go without any. And I'll quote and paraphrase the rest. So, Abaratazat, you are edified. Let's go.
1,000 people have had chips inserted in them. Did I hear
Yeah,
that
actually,
right?
it's more than that, Lou. What's interesting is that was kind of a cumulative number that was initiated probably first of this year. But our understanding now, according to some reports, up to 50,000 people in Europe alone have installed this chip under their left or right hand for commerce, right? So buying and selling, mostly for buying. And so it's gaining steam here in America. There was the initial run of around 2,000 Amazon employees were the first ones to be inserted with the chip. In fact, now it's all over Twitter. Here in the last couple of weeks, it shows women and men going into convenience stores, grocery stores. I haven't seen any kind of retail stores yet, but it's mostly been stores like.
Notice he said it's all over Twitter. I don't know how old this video is, but now Twitter is now X. And of course, these rich elite or the people that they put out in front of you, like the Elon Musk and the Bezos and the Zucker fucks, they are the people that you see, but they are not the ones pulling the strings. So, as you know, Twitter is now X and it was bought out by Elon. So be looking for that thing to be pushed heavily. Popularity, convenience, things of that nature.
Whole Foods kind of grocery stores, since Amazon owns them. And our understanding is that it's growing at about 500 people a day right now in the U.S. and about 2,000 to 3,000 a day in Europe. But that's mostly in the Scandinavian countries, up north, Finland, Norway, Sweden, so forth, Belgium. And it's starting to become quite popular. It creates a convenience. That way you don't have to have your wallet with you. So it
Right? You see, first it's voluntary, then it's urged, then it's mandatory. And according to the scriptures, there are people that will be martyrs for this thing, for denying it. Right? There are people that may be beheaded, or however, some of us may be put to death. It'll be because we stood firm in the hour of temptation. And if you are not praying for that, and I do it every so often, but we should all make a habit. Pray that your eye be single. Pray that you can stand firm. Pray that you can walk away from this life, from being tied to this system of Babylon, because it's nothing but a snare. Every which way you turn is a stumbling block and a snare to keep you in slavery. So I pray that we are of the spirit of Lot when it's come time to separate from this place, and not his wife. All right, let's keep going.
basically allows you to buy based on your account balance of your bank account. So it goes either right or left hand based on your preference, whatever you're dominant in. And what's interesting, what I find to be the most interesting part of it, is how many people are embracing it as being a wonderful opportunity to have less cumulative things on you. And also
Start looking for commercials. Watch these celebrities as well. Those are your influencers. Those are your idols, your modern day idols. Look for it to be put in music.
there's a company out there that has already gotten the retina scans of over 2 million U.S. citizens for access into various things. That's also going to be moved into a purchasing mechanism. So instead of having the plant or a little chip put into your skin, planted into your skin, they're talking about using now retina scan as another viable way to make purchases.
And make no mistake about it, you may be able to do that for a while, but eventually it will all come down to that installation of that grain of rice size piece of technology. All right, and things like retina scans and fingerprints are what are called biometrics. So they still have the information that they need.
I'd like you to explain to the public, beyond
I'm sorry, biometric identification. I left that off.
the fact that you're going to be able to swipe your hand and buy a Coke, what the other implication is with having this chip in your hand as far as the surrender of your privacy.
Well, it's programmable. We don't know what all the consequences are because we didn't create it. But for the people who did, I can say that with some certainty, based on the scope of work and the architectural design elements of what the chip is doing currently, this thing is like a Tesla. If there's some kind of a modification or an upgrade, the chip has a programmable system that can be downloaded information that could systematically either cut it off or expand its use, limit its use into ways like it might limit you if you're not voting the right way, spending the right way, big carbon footprint.
I read 16,000
You
people.
see, control. Now, if there is something that is programmable and you can download updates, that means it can push patches. Patches are system bug fixes. That means that, and there's storage of data. That means that there is a physical host of servers somewhere. Somebody has to control that. Somebody has to manage that. So bear that in mind. That means there's complete control over you. And again, if anybody is not telling you that this is not the mark of the beast, they are a false prophet and a liar. So of course, obviously, we got Revelation 13 and 16. For good measure, we're just going to read that. We're going to go to that. Bear with me. Like I said, I'm walking and it's dark out here. So straight to the point. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or their forehead. And no man might buy or sell, save he that have the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. All right, here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of the man, and his number is 666. Plain as day. Buying and selling, complete control. And there's so many things out there. There are so many videos and clips on TikTok and Instagram, wherever you want to look, where they're telling you you're not going to be able to participate in society. So again, I pray that you are praying that you can just turn and walk away from all of this snare, this tainted mess this tainted mess that is called dare I say, a pseudo society. It's not even real. It's all bullshit. Okay? We got 1 Chronicles 16 and 34. Give thanks. Oh, I typed that wrong. I was putting notes in real quick. So let me go back. Let me try to go 1 Chronicles 16. Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good, and for his mercy endureth forever. All right, so I've always prayed, or I've always said, but I do pray, I've always said, in your prayer, give thanks for the small things. Every little thing you can, getting to and from your location, right? Having lights, having food, having the availability, having the means. You're always covered. Yeah, we go through things here and there, but for the most part, you're always covered. So don't forget to be thankful. All right, Proverbs 3 and 5. We lean not to your own understanding, right? We're supposed to lean on the word of the Lord and fear the Lord, because fear is the beginning of wisdom, right? That's Psalms 110, or 111 and 10. Paying attention, being circumspect. And I know I'm bouncing around because all of these things are coming to my mind as I'm on this walk, but I'm praying that you get the gist. We'll get Proverbs 3 and 5 and 6, and then the rest you can read on your own, because I'm gonna have to bring this to a close. So that's Proverbs 3. All right, and actually I want to highlight these, put a note on them. Boom. All right, trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not into thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. So everything that you do it to the best of your ability. Everything that you do, make sure it is in line with what the scriptures say to do. And give thanks unto the Lord that you have the understanding, and that you can preach it, you can teach it, and you can apply it to your life. This thing is deadly serious, and time is winding down. Right, so with that being said, I pray that you are edified. And again, if anybody is not preaching according to this word, he is a false prophet. The MOTB is this implantable electronic device, okay? So forgive me again. I was all over the place. I'm on a walk. I'm trying to pay attention to where I'm going and also read. But I could not go without bringing this out. So let this be a quick strike, just a quick warning, a quick reminder that this thing is still happening, right? Though it tarry, wait, because when it hits, it won't tarry. Roughly paraphrased. So shalom.